So this is episode 8 of A Few Points for Perfect. I'm Jason. Jason works a lot. Who are you today?
I'm still Mr. Perfect.
Okay, Mr. Perfect, which means that we have Mrs. Perfect.
Mrs. Perfect.
And Wifey works a lot with us today.
Which means we're in trouble.
Mostly you.
This is true.
So I'm completely okay with it. I'm going to be encouraged.
I have no idea what's getting ready to happen, but I got a feeling it's not going to be good for my reputation.
I can assure you that I will encourage every bit of that.
I'm not convinced you're on my side
I'm
here.
not. I'm pretty open about it.
I feel like this is straight up 3-on-1.
It is.
He knows.
And I have
knows
the
on
dials.
HR's good side.
Yeah.
They know to be on my good
You
side.
can't have an attitude. We haven't even started yet. Like,
Yes, you have.
save it for the 15-minute mark, please.
Oh my gosh. How long does this have to be?
About an hour. You just let me know when you want me to turn him off.
I will do
She
that.
does a
Which
pretty
button
good
is
job turning
that?
me off most times.
Is it the green one, the white one?
It's the white one
Okay.
at the bottom.
The white one at the bottom.
It's on a need-to-know
Yeah,
basis.
currently he's sitting on about a 7.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, maybe he needs to be at a 1.
Well, we can do that. There you go. Can you talk now?
Test.
Perfect. So yeah, so as you can tell now, we have the wives as guests on our new podcast. They're skeptical and confused.
Just a lot going on.
Just
This
like
is
our wedding
weird.
day.
Well, ours happened during coronavirus, so
Are we going to be Mr. Jokes a lot tonight or what?
No, you can't combine our names. I mean, that don't work.
Maybe I can. Maybe I can. I just did.
I'm just trying to get ahead of the game here because I know what's coming.
well, I'm gonna start following the script that's been prepared. Then
We have a script?
I do have a script. You didn't know
It
about
took 8 episodes to get a script? A script?
a script? What?
A script?
If you keep saying things like that, we're not going to be allowed to have
This is true.
podcasts anymore. So let's just follow this for now, and I'll let you deviate off as
We'll
you
let
do.
you do the best you can to keep us on script.
Yeah, good luck to me. All right, so we'll start off the release then. Who is Mrs. Dirt Perfect?
My wife.
Oh, I wasn't talking to you.
Snap. Well,
That's actually a great question. I'm waiting to hear the answer.
Oh my gosh, am I allowed to cuss?
Moderately, yes.
Can I hit him?
Yeah, go right ahead.
No abuse. Perfect lives matter too.
And demonetized.
Yes. Can we put him at a 1? He needs to go to a 1.
He's down to a 5. I think that's fair.
Well, Mrs. Dirt Perfect is clearly married to Mr., but I am the better perfect.
Mm-hmm. So you
Mom
would say that
to
you
2
are the
children,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm a preschool teacher.
Would you say we have 2 perfect kids?
I have 3 children, actually.
I was going to ask, do you consider your husband in the 2 count?
I have 3 total.
So, I mean, the true story is I moved to Derby and married the neighbor.
Oh, yeah?
She grew up next door.
Yes, true statement.
I tried to keep her on her side of the fence, but the grass is always greener on the other
He
side.
is so full of it. That's not even how it went. Not even close.
That's how I remember it.
Well, let's
Of
start
course
this.
you do.
Let's start this off right then. About how long have you known Mr. Perfect?
Have I known Mr. Perfect? She's known Mr. Perfect her whole life.
I asked her how long she's known Mr. Perfect, but if you'd like, I can demote you to Mike.
Oh.
How long have you known Michael?
16 years.
And how long have you been married?
13.
Wow.
Yeah, I know.
Yes. 13 and a half, probably.
It took him 3 years to convince you?
I mean, took a while.
Oh, so many things I could say, but I mean,
Yeah, let's not say some of the things that I know are going in your brain right now.
Would you care to elaborate a little bit on...
that'll be
Plead the
episode
fifth.
9.
No, not on your mind, of the story of how you guys met.
Oh, okay.
It was,
The very first time I met him,
you don't even remember. We gonna go there?
the
I
very
served her a
first
Coke
time
at the bar.
I remember meeting him,
Oh, not the first time we met, the first time she remembers. That is very key in this relationship.
I apparently met him at my senior prom.
I served her a Coke and winked.
Did you wink with the left eye or the right eye?
I can't wink with either, so that's not completely
I
true.
was not. I was into some other dude at the time, so clearly I didn't catch the wink or the fact that he was even there.
Yes.
But how did the Coke taste?
I don't remember. I guess fine. He came to my house with a mutual friend.
Yeah, we had a mutual friend that was absolutely obsessed with her, and we were down below the hill.
I didn't know that though.
So we were down below the hill at my grandfather's barn putting an engine in his truck, and all he kept talking about was this girl on top of the hill, girl on top of the hill. And finally I got tired of hearing about this damn girl on top of the hill. I get in the freaking Ranger, or go to the top of the hill so you can meet this girl on top of the hill. Like, I was mad.
And he didn't let him get a word in edgewise.
Well, he wouldn't talk. I bring him up there and he's like, just staring at her. I'm like, well, this is awkward. Somebody's got to do something about this. We got to save this somehow.
And
so I sat there and proceeded to make fun of him for 20 minutes for not talking.
Yes, that's pretty accurate. That's exactly what happened. He talked the entire time. I'm pretty sure I didn't even say a couple words. It was just Mike talking.
And from that day forward, I couldn't fight her off with a stick.
No, that's not true. I just came off of a very long relationship and I didn't even know who the heck you were. We didn't meet again after that until like August.
Yeah,
It was
in the spring.
It was like April-ish probably.
Do you think your stone cold rejection of him has spiked his love for Pepsi and hatred for Coke?
Could be.
I'm gonna back that up. I wouldn't call it rejection, because once she noticed me,
Oh my gosh.
Chase
Are you
was
kidding
on.
me?
The chase
No.
was on.
Do you want to know my first impression? I've told you that before.
I would love to, yes.
Okay. So, granted, I was 19.
oh my God.
I met him when I was still in high school. I graduated.
No, you done graduated. Don't.
I know. The first time I met you.
It was your senior prom, so you were in high school for a month.
Okay, whatever.
Still an
Anywho,
accurate statement. She was
I'm
still in high
still-
school.
In my defense,
accurate.
I had no idea who she was either. I just later on, like months later, when they explained it to her, they're like, "Oh, there was this girl at prom." I'm like, "Oh yeah, I remember giving her a Coke."
Okay, so see, he didn't know me either. So,
She didn't
anywho,
stand out. Let's put it that way.
I was with another guy friend and a friend of his mother. How do I explain that?
I don't know where
Phyllis.
you're going with this. This is your story.
Anywho, his mom worked at the shop, and all the other women there, I knew them with
Yes,
friends.
my mom was a
of
hairdresser.
mine at high school.
Yeah, my
Yes.
mom was a hairdresser growing up, so I went home and asked her what I was doing that weekend because she knew before I did.
So they were trying to set me up with him, and they showed me a picture of him.
Which
Michael
was like,
Simon, y'all know how he dresses. The picture they showed me, he was wearing khaki pants, a long sleeve brown and tan plaid old grandpa button-up shirt, and his hair was parted in the middle.
So someone was good at Photoshop.
So when they showed me this, and they're like, "Oh, you should go see Mike," and I'm just like, "I'm good, thanks." So that was the very first time I knew what his name was. I don't know if that was before or after you actually came to my
I don't know why
house.
they showed you that picture because that wasn't a very accurate picture of me.
You had two sides of Mike Simon. The Mike Simon that you see here. Dirty.
This is a podcast.
Okay, this is
they
a
can't see.
podcast. Okay, the Mike Simon you see in his videos. Dirty from head to toe. Or there was the Mike Simon that his grandma and mother dressed him when he was trying to get a girlfriend. And that Mike Simon dressed like an old grandpa.
Apparently it worked.
I didn't go for that one.
I
I
was gonna
met
say,
the other one.
Which Mike Simon worked? For Mr.
The other
Perfect.
one. I had to change the grandpa look.
Right.
He wore khakis and shirts buttoned up all the time.
Well,
So you had to tell him to go roll around a little bit.
Yeah.
in the dirt.
Like I had to put my fingers in his hair and mess up that part.
Let's keep this PG now.
It was bad. It was bad. So that was the very first. Then months later, he became friends with my sister and brother-in-law. And
Yeah,
then
but
they
see-
invited me to go on the river with them on his boat.
that river experience is a whole nother podcast. There was a lot that happened on that.
He didn't even know I was there. I'm
I had,
pretty
like-
sure. He came and picked me up, but then after that, we
The
didn't even
timing
speak.
of that was horrible. I had like 9 girls on my boat, and 3 of them were ex-girlfriends. And Katie's like, "Hey, I'm gonna bring my sister along for you to meet." I'm like, "Sure, pile another one in."
Very accurate statement.
Bad decision on his part or your sister's part?
I don't think Katie knew that there was all this extra happening.
She was just figuring out how popular I was.
Oh, please. So, anywho.
So
there was a boat ride that he didn't pay any attention to me on.
Which was technically supposed to be our first, I wouldn't even call it a date, but first.
No, first, like
official meeting, like
thing.
dog sniffing, you know.
Is that what we're calling it?
Very popular, I see.
Oh, my God.
You know how 2 dogs are, you know.
Yeah. There's that.
So I felt bad because you're laughing because you know it's true. I felt bad because I know she put effort into coming forward or coming out.
Oh my gosh, can you see the eye rolls, guys? This is
And I'm like, oh man, I need to. So
she
then,
put the effort forward to come out.
Well, I felt bad because it was there was a lot of other stuff going on this week. I'm telling you, this weekend was a whole nother podcast.
Yeah.
The timing was horrible because we had people in from out of town, we had people visiting, we had this, we had that going on. There was a lot of things going on that were just out of my control. Whenever you go on the river, it's just people start piling on your boat. And so anyways, the next weekend, we decided to have an official outing. I don't know if you'd even call it a date. We went, did we go to the movies or putt golf? I don't even remember.
I don't remember.
Where you essentially thanked her for giving you another chance.
Yeah.
Right.
No, that was like, hey, I kind of like you.
Was that the group date with... No, the island happened before that.
Did the island happen before that?
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about the island?
No. No, I don't want to talk about
Flippin'
that.
Island.
You don't want to talk about
Did
the
that
island?
happen before? Did we go on that group date first, or did we go on the boat to the island first?
We went to the group date first. Then we went to the island.
Okay. That makes more sense.
Yeah, it does make more sense. She won't let me talk about the island. They should comment down below for the island story.
No.
That'll be
You're going to have to...
episode
The
37 when we
island
con the
story
girls
was
on again.
a bunch of us, friends, lots of alcoholic beverages.
I didn't drink anything.
Lots of alcoholic beverages.
You drank enough for the two of you? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, and that's all I'm going to say about that.
So anyways, at this point, I'm like, she's still in college, or she's getting ready to start college. I'm just moving back from Evansville.
Yeah, this was like August.
I'm like, we need to take this easy. We need to take this slow. I don't want anything serious. And then next thing I know,
excuse me, I'm pretty sure we had this exact same conversation outside of your mom's house in the driveway before I was getting ready to leave. And I said, I just got out of a 4-year relationship. We need to not make this serious.
And I agreed with you 100%.
You agreed. And then like 2 months later.
6 months later, she's quitting school and moving home.
Nah.
Couldn't get away from you?
It wasn't
Couldn't get away
that
from
quick.
We were there for a semester.
No, I was there for a year.
Are we going to argue?
No, I'm just saying.
Okay, why are you whispering?
You started.
You guys know if you whisper into the microphone, it picks you up.
So anyways, that was the beginning of the perfect relationship.
Yes, there you go. I did go to college for a year and came home and planned a wedding.
The perfect wedding, or...
We had a good wedding.
It was good, yeah.
Yeah.
It's big.
Did you
Yeah.
get married in the middle of a national pandemic?
No.
It was fun. You should try
I
it.
know. I watched one happen though.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I did. It was
On
nice.
YouTube?
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much.
It was really nice. I even sat on my front porch and had a glass of wine and watched the whole thing.
Well, that's very
I
nice
know,
of you.
it was great.
Then we took pictures and sent them to you.
Yeah, then we took
right.
pictures with the phone of you guys. With us.
Yeah. It was good times. It was almost like you were there.
Yeah, I know. I felt like I was there.
It was a little bit more quiet, though.
We were there electronically.
Yeah, because if you were there, you would have brought the neighbor, and it would have been very loud.
Yeah. This is true.
Poor Wade. He's not even here to defend himself.
That wasn't that wasn't a dig. That was a
No,
compliment.
it was a truthful statement.
Yeah,
For sure.
and it would have been a lot more fun. Yeah. So would that be the nutshell of the perfect
Pretty much.
the perfect beginning?
Yeah, that's how it all started. I mean, I was already I pretty much had this place pretty much built.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, you were building it. So I was 19 and he was what, 23.
Yeah, there's 4 years difference between us.
We struggled building a house because I didn't want to build a house. I was 19 years old.
Not as bad as the second time around.
No, that was hard too. But
I was building houses for a living, and she was convinced I had no clue what I was doing.
You
I've
made
heard this
decisions.
story.
You made decisions without me.
Yes, because they were
not
budget
fair.
friendly.
No. Moving along. This is not about building our home because we would talk about that for an hour.
It's like
Well,
episode 42.
Comment down below.
Yeah. Being the homeowner and the contractor are not great things. Just gonna say that for 2 homes.
I wasn't a contractor for the first one.
Technically speaking,
Yes,
it's
you
like
were.
1.5 homes.
You built the first one.
But I wasn't technically a contractor for a living.
Okay, but you technically built your
We
house
technically
yourself.
gotta argue about
Oh
this.
my god.
I'm gonna meet you both in a second.
Moving along.
We really should have went first. Our story's pretty boring.
Okay, your turn.
Oh boy. Okay. So, who is WifeyWorksAlot?
Me. Nope. This is so weird.
It's not weird.
It
Yes,
is.
it
It's
is.
awkward. There's a microphone in front of us.
And I
you
have
look
to- and I
all
have to lean
official
up to
over
it.
there.
Yeah, you do.
Do you want to wear the headphones?
No,
And I don't want to play with that whole board.
that wouldn't make it less awkward either. That would make it worse.
All right, well, I officially became Wifey Works a Lot in May 1st, technically, during the pandemic, but I also go by Ashton usually. I am a neonatal ICU nurse at a hospital back home in, well, technically Delaware, but yeah, that's me.
That's her.
That's her.
Now, how'd you meet?
We met.
Taking over this thing. Right
Okay,
now.
that's fine.
I like that.
We met on
It's weird
Match.com.
him asking.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. I think he messaged me first, and I didn't answer him for a couple weeks.
A few times.
Nice.
I had deleted the thread because I figured that I didn't have a chance. And then she randomly messaged me back and answered one of the questions I forgot I'd asked, so I had to pretend.
Like you
And
knew?
this is the first time she's hearing this. If she looks shocked.
Not really surprised. I being on Match.com is exhausting, so I would take breaks. I would like.
Oh, there you go.
I would like not. I would like get off for like 3 weeks and then
then get back on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then I'd have all these messages, and so
All these messages.
All these
Oh,
messages.
yeah.
Yep.
You should.
You
You
should
were
feel
the chosen
lucky.
one.
She
Though.
picked and chose you.
I'm still not sure why, but I thank God for it every day.
There you go.
That's a true statement.
So yeah. So we messaged back and forth a couple times.
Okay, so inquiring minds want to know, how long did it take before you met in person? Like,
I feel like she met her calling. She should have been like a talk show host over here or something.
She's doing well.
I need to know the
Yeah,
things.
let her go.
A month.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
The works a
start
lot
talking.
holds up in both of us. So
Yes.
our schedules were very difficult to intermingle.
Yeah. So were
Which-
you nervous since it was an online thing, meeting each other?
I wasn't.
No.
I had been doing online dating on and off for a couple of years.
Yeah.
He had gotten out of a long-term relationship
It was
the year
shitty.
before,
Yeah.
so it was a little bit newer to him. But
Yeah, I had met some people. We'll
Is
leave
that
it.
where we're stopping? We met some people?
I had met some people online, and then I met Ashton. It was much nicer.
There you go.
Yeah, there was nothing wrong with the other people.
Yeah.
They just weren't her.
Yeah.
So they didn't go anywhere.
Yeah.
I spent many a times sitting in restaurants figuring out how I could leave.
Interesting.
Yeah, the online world is an interesting place.
Yes.
And anybody who needs to rekindle a reason as to why they think their significant other is great should spend a week on Match.com.
just to contact people and just to
So technically, okay, so
well, the number one question that I would get on Match.com if somebody would message me was, what's your job and about how much do you make?
Really?
I'm not making that up.
next.
Yeah. I mean, 30, maybe 40 times I've got a question along those lines.
Wow.
And I was like, hi, how are you? Okay. So we're going to start right off with this, huh? All right.
For
So
me, my biggest
how-
thing was grammar. When people literally just did like "was up" or something like that,
yeah.
I just
So,
was like,
so we
no.
definitely
So
wouldn't
you
have met on
two
Match.com.
would have never been able to meet online.
And for the record, I have better grammar than her as far
Yes.
as texting.
Ooh.
You
Yeah,
must
you
have
don't
one of
like
those.
the short words. You like full on sentences.
Yes. I keep
I've
saying
got my own alphabet.
I
That you
am
do.
going to apologize now for when I text because I do not do that.
Oh,
You're
I
much
don't do
better
it.
than him, though.
Yeah, I don't do it
I
much
know.
either way.
He's really bad. You don't really eat. Sometimes you gotta like
I do
piece
eat.
together. It's easier if you just Voxer.
Yes.
That's why I think he tried so hard to get me on the Voxer.
Yeah.
Well, and it's just more convenient for my lifestyle, to be honest with you. I mean,
It's just what's convenient.
it's
for
just
him.
what works.
So how far away did you guys live? Like, was there a box that said I want someone within
Why
this
are you so
radius?
I
interested
think
in
there
online
was.
dating? Is there something you
I'm
need to
just
tell
curious.
me?
I'll mute you.
Yes, mute him. I'm just curious. It's interesting to me.
I think there was actually.
I think it was like within.
I think you could
It was
do
mileage, I want to say. So like
Yeah.
within like 50 miles or something.
Okay.
kind of like if you were searching for a car or something online.
You would do that.
It's very similar.
Okay.
So we
It's
wound,
good
up,
to
we
know.
wound up being like 45 minutes away. I
Yeah.
forget what the mileage was. But yeah, we met like at a place in the middle and we had dinner and
The
he gave me
Cheesecake
flowers.
Factory, actually.
Ooh.
I did. I brought you
Oh,
flowers.
he brought
Flowers.
flowers. Look at you.
Chivalry is not dead.
Yep,
Nice.
So was it love at first sight?
It was.
it was actually.
Yeah.
Nice. Was it love at first sight for you?
Sure.
We,
He is playing it down.
we shut down the Cheesecake Factory. My ass was sore from sitting on that chair for I think 4
I got
hours.
the booth.
Yeah, she sat in the booth and I sat in the wooden chair for 4 hours while we talked.
Nice.
Yeah, it was.
Well, it was a good connection then at first.
Yep.
It was, and I think a few days after that, I deleted my Match.com profile.
Ooh.
It's like I'm over this shit.
Yep. And our second date was go-karting
Yeah.
with his best friends to make sure that they approved of me
Mm-hmm.
because he could not have dated me if they didn't approve.
It's important.
Yes,
Her
yes.
friends did not approve of me.
Why not? I wonder.
Yes.
And I think before our third date, he was helping me get my house ready for sale.
I think our third through seventh date was me doing drywall and plumbing. And
So this moved rather quickly.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I was already planning to sell my house, and then I just happened to meet him at the same time.
Yeah.
So the plan was to move in with my dad, but I wound up moving in with him after
You're
2
good.
months,
Just
3
talking to
months.
that. if you
I
can.
don't know, something like that.
There
It was
you
during
go.
the summer.
Yeah, we moved in very quickly. But me being me, I was like, hey, you can move in with me and you don't have to pay rent or anything like that. And if it doesn't work out, you just save yourself a bunch of rent.
That's quite the sales pitch there, works a lot.
And her being her was like, that's a really good point. Okay.
Plus, I knew that he would like having my dog there.
Yeah.
He did not appreciate the cat, but
No.
he was. I gotta say, he is very allergic. So
Yeah. I tried. I tried
You
for a
did.
few months. And then we
You
got
tried
into
everything.
my actual allergy season and I didn't sleep for like 5 days. I had migraines all throughout the night. And her cat was evil. It was evil. We
he
have
was mad because you wouldn't let him into the bedroom.
Well, because I tried to let him into the bedroom, and she's like, he'll sleep next to me. That's what he always does. And I'm like, all right, fine, whatever. We have a fabric headboard, which evidently cats like to climb on. So he would climb on top of the headboard in the middle of the night, walk on over, and jump onto me.
That's fun in the middle of the night.
Yeah, he did it twice. And I got wise to him. I could like kind of hear the headboard move a little bit. And I remember the one time he was walking over all sneaky like, and I smacked the headboard real hard. Cat fell down. Woke her up and she grabbed him and brought him over. And he's like looking at me. He's like, I'll get you. So yeah, he was evil.
So yeah, so he actually wound up going back to stay with my roommate after our failed attempt.
And he's got a better life now.
Everybody's better off.
He does. He has like literally he has a whole apartment to himself
Oh.
at all times, and then she sends him to her parents when she either goes out of town or she goes on vacation. So then he has their whole house to himself,
Well, spoiled.
and he is the
cat.
king of the castle. So
Yeah.
Right. And I got to sleep at night again.
There you go.
It was a
at
win-win.
least he did like my dog. So
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's good.
Yeah, no kids, but 3 dogs.
There you go.
So there's that.
Those are like children.
Some people compare the two.
Ours are definitely like children.
Yeah. Well, you've met our
High
dogs.
maintenance.
Yes.
They are very high maintenance.
maintenance.
Yes.
But love them either way.
So that basically is our boring story compared to your guys' exciting one.
I don't think ours is very exciting.
Yeah,
It's just kind of weird how
but anyways, here we are.
Yeah, here we are.
Yeah, it worked out well for all of us, I guess.
Yeah. We're still married, so there's that.
So for this part of this, the girls are going to try to keep quiet, and Mike and I are going to talk. And then we're going to give the same respect to you guys following.
Speak for yourself.
I'll mute you. Don't worry. It's actually written in my notes, mute Mike. But give me a brief overview of your married life. Dirt perfect.
OMG. Yeah, I want to hear. I'm going to be real quiet, guys. I promise.
I
You want
plead
the headphones? You can hear better.
I'm just going to plead the fifth.
No, I'm going to have to speak, so you have to speak.
Our relationship is unique, different, interesting, challenging, awesome, horrible.
Listen to all these words he's coming up with.
I'm just hoping this doesn't cause divorce.
You and me both.
He's going to end his statement with over. Actually, you'll end your statement with over.
I don't know how to. That's a hard one to describe.
Why is it hard?
Well, I mean, as long as you listen to me, everything's awesome.
Oh my God.
Sorry.
It's I don't know. You know, whenever we first got together, I was very open and honest about what I wanted to do in life as far as being self-employed and a little discipline. You know, and I was like, you know, I'll try to make the money, but you're probably gonna have to provide the insurance. And
The word probably was not used, but go ahead. Continue. Continue on. So far, it's almost accurate.
yeah, I was like, I don't know, but life happens and things change, and she wasn't near as good at listening as we got older.
What's happening?
I'm trying to keep quiet. I'm sorry.
And yeah,
You know I'm sitting beside you. You could say something nice. You make
I think
it
I
sound
did.
like
I
everything's
remind her all
horrible.
the time that
You'll have your turn.
how good a catch, you know, she caught. You know,
Yeah, you do say that.
you know, I got to throw this in here, but I actually got a sponsorship opportunity from a dating site.
I remember this.
So I always tell her, I'm like, I got options.
Let me tell you about your options.
Yeah, I know.
on the
After
dating
hearing your
site.
guys' story, I'm not for sure how good my options are, but
They would return you.
We'll go back to my previous statement of if you ever want to appreciate your spouse, spend a week online dating.
yeah. But I mean, I think our marriage is like a lot of other people's. We've had some ups and downs, some good times, some bad times, but
Bring it on home. You can do this.
yeah,
End on a good note.
still chose her most of the time. All the time.
He just can't.
I just
do
can't.
it.
I can't do it. I can't give it the satisfaction. I'm sorry. I'm trying.
You're so mean.
I want to hear what you guys say. And then let me hear what you
I don't
guys
know
say.
if
And
she
then
wants
we'll
to
go
say
on.
anything now.
Oh, she's got a lot to say. Let me tell you. Go
I
ahead.
don't know if I want to have my turn yet.
Oh yeah, you have a stew on it for a while.
I'll go first.
Good idea.
First of all, I'm the idiot that cried during my wedding vows.
Yeah, that didn't happen.
Well, no, that's
Yeah.
not being an idiot. That's
Yeah.
showing emotion.
What's that? Never heard of it.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Sorry if I yelled in the microphone and
Quite
blew
all-
your ear
It's
out.
all right. I expected it. I can say that I have the best marriage. I couldn't ask for a better one.
I've only had one, so I'll go with this as my best one too.
Oh my gosh. You're doing great. You
That
just
was
keep-
almost a compliment.
You just keep talking over there.
Yeah.
You're doing a great job.
I'm very happy that.
That also means it's my worst one.
Oh God.
Mute.
Okay.
He was so close.
Okay.
Muted.
Muted.
So,
Perfect.
yeah, I'm very, very happy with my marriage, and I know that I got lucky. I have a lot of harebrained off the wall ideas, and somehow I met with a smile and encouragement, and I'm very thankful for that. That's really all I've got to say.
See?
What? Am I back on?
No, you're off.
Turn me back up.
No, it's not your turn.
It's not your turn.
It's Miss Jenna's turn.
I'm not for sure about this.
Get over to your side. Not so sure about this anymore either.
Please don't.
I didn't know we were going the sappy route.
I didn't go sappy. I just answered the question.
He answered the question. What was the question? How do you feel about your marriage?
An
or something?
overview of the married life.
Overview of married life.
From your perspective.
Well, from my perspective,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we have grown up together because I was 19, legit right out of high school, met a guy already working, already knew what he wanted to do with his life. He was building a house. He was wanting to start his own business. So that statement he said was true. He did say, this is what I want to do. You're going to have the insurance. No probably in there at all. You're going to have it. Which I have done.
You agreed to that then?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I knew what he wanted to do.
Mm-hmm.
I was fine with it.
Mm-hmm.
Because he is I don't know if you figured this out or not, but he's a very passionate person about a lot of things.
He's very determined.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
he is.
Mm-hmm.
And if he puts his mind to it, he's going to do it.
Yes.
And
better than most people.
yes. And he knew that at 23. That's what he wanted to do, and here we are. We're doing it. So, there wasn't telling him no in any of that, but I was fine with it because I knew what he wanted.
And you knew at the point of before marriage.
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I knew when we first got together. That's what he wanted to do.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we grew up together. I mean, I was 19. I was going to college. I moved home, planned a wedding, worked full time, got married.
Stop staring at him with regret.
I know. And then finally, he decided we could have kids. You know, it took him a while.
Well, he just took a little bit longer to grow up.
He did, yes. See,
Were you
I was
nodding at me when you did that? Or were you defending Mike?
I was ready for children right off the bat. I grew up with a big family and always wanted a big family. Didn't get the same from him. I don't know. We've been through a lot together. We've had a lot of ups. We've had a lot of downs. We got 2 awesome kids. Awesome life. I complain about him all the time, but
She wouldn't have it any
he's
other
my
way.
person. See, I'm trying to be nice here, and you were an asshole during your section. But yeah, that's it.
Am I allowed to bring him back up or?
He can talk.
Okay.
He can speak.
I'll bring
as
him
long
back.
as it's nice. If he starts to be mean, you just mute him again.
I can do that. You're back up to a 6.
I'll behave for now.
Okay, I'll bring you to a 7 then.
Thanks for the nice words.
That's all you got to. Oh my gosh.
I got,
Where it is.
I got a reputation.
Can
to
you say something? Just say something
I
nice
got a
for the
repu-
people to hear.
I got a reputation to maintain.
All they ever hear is us bickering.
I
Say something
love
nice.
Your beautiful Dirt Perfect sweatshirt is awesome. It makes your eyes pop.
You designed it, didn't you?
Hey, do you guys know that everything in life is about Michael Simon? Can I just say that? our marriage is revolved around
This
Michael
is
Simon.
not true.
This is 85% true. You know it. Quit throwing dirt on me. You know it.
So, you guys?
I answered mine.
Oh.
Ashton's turn.
My turn. I love our marriage. I love our life.
Now, I want to say one thing real quick. I don't have to interject.
Oh my gosh.
They've been married for a year. We've been at this 13. Let's check back in a few.
I want to say something to that too.
I figured that
because
was coming at some point.
They are in.
Because I'm pretty sure I loved her and thought it was the best marriage ever a year in this thing.
You're still sure.
You are.
You're still sure.
Then I was sure. Now I'm committed.
I'm sorry. Technical difficulties. Couldn't hear you. For the record, he did say that he is sure. He agrees.
Yes. You all are in that lovey-dovey beginning year
That's
marriage.
right. You tell him, girl. Go, girl.
That you still like each other.
That's right.
We tease my
Oh, it's
brother
coming.
and sister-in-law all the time about that because they are on my family, the The one's married the least amount of time.
Yeah.
Is that what I'm trying to say?
Okay, yeah.
And we always say, you guys still like each other. Give it a few more years. So give it a few years. We'll do another podcast and see if you're
We'll
like
check in.
this.
We can do that. That's
We'll
fine.
check in.
Yeah. So you're basically saying that you think the podcast will still be going on in a few years?
Sure, it will be.
I'll take the support.
No, okay, continue on your marriage. You love it. Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah.
Sorry to toss that reality in there.
Just wanted to let you know what your future's going to be like.
I'm just happy we tag teamed one there. Bam, we got this.
Look at us bringing them together. I feel like I'm moving mountains over here.
Man.
This is like marriage counseling. I mean,
We don't need marriage counseling.
You just come visit us. We'll tell you what you need to do.
no, I mean, everything's been good again so far for our however many months we've been married.
Oh, yeah, it ain't even a year yet.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
months.
No,
They're still very, very much
What are we
new.
at? 6 months? 6 months?
I don't know. Yeah, about that.
Technically 6 months.
You're
There
still
you go.
counting like it's a baby.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so yes, there's been that.
I'm gonna enjoy this shit. You shut your mouth.
It's been a busy time, what with the pandemic and all that. So,
Yeah, and working.
Yep, we've
Building
both
a
still
house
been
and
working a
fish.
lot of time. So unlike everyone, a bunch of people who, unfortunately,
Tossing
Got to-
3 house
yeah.
floods in a year. That was fun.
multiple house floods where I was cursing him because he was at work and I was the one at home bailing out the house. This last time, and that was really bad.
Okay, side note, back up. What's your shirt say? Did you wear that? Because
Oh,
not all heroes wear
I packed a
capes.
bag, by the way,
My
so
wife
I
wears
chose
scrubs. Nice shirt to be wearing on this lovely podcast.
thank you.
this
I did
evening.
not plan it. She packed my
Good
bag.
choice, though.
I bought the shirt though. I picked it out and bought it, and I took a lot of Googling to find the shirt. I'll have you know.
Where's your shirt?
Under my sweatshirt.
What's it say? Anything
Dark
fun?
perfect.
Yeah. See, it's all about him.
How do we? Oh my goodness.
Continuing on.
I'm just waiting on the Mrs. Third Perfect apparel.
Oh, this is a fight, Jason.
Oh,
Why
God,
are we
I didn't
going
know
down this?
that.
Oh my goodness.
You gotta warn me.
This is our closest item to divorce currently is
No, it
Mrs.
isn't.
Dirt Perfect's logo.
No, it
Because
isn't.
I'm an asshole and I don't care about her logo. And my answer is, it's your damn channel.
I just think you should take his logo, and you should cross out dirt and put Miss over it. I think that would be ideal.
Gonna have to do something.
Subject change, please.
Yes, sir.
Just like Jeopardy.
But anyway, back to your
Yes.
wonderful
sorry.
marriage that is evidently going to come crashing down at some point.
Reality check.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Let's bring these two closer together.
Yeah. So
It's like
yes, our first 6 months has been great.
it's like watching them's like a step back in time for us.
They say
This
the
is-
first 5 years are the hardest, so good luck, guys.
This is your future across the table.
Oh, we're not doing
13
pretty
years.
bad then.
13 years we have what to look forward to.
That's not too bad then. I can live with that.
Yeah.
All right, I don't even know what I'm talking about. What am I talking about?
How's your marriage?
Our marriage is great.
I think we've discovered that is unicorns and rainbows
Yes.
Yes.
on that side of the table.
Well, she likes horses, so.
Yes.
See, it's
Unicorns.
like
He tolerates
unicorns
that.
and rainbows.
It's like whenever we actually get to owning our bigger piece of property, I get to keep my horses at home. So there's that.
Mm-hmm.
And, we don't have kids yet, but, we do have the 3 dogs. So they count as kids. Like, they count as kids for now.
Yes.
And, yeah. So far, it's really just been pandemic and getting a house ready.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
guys had a lot going on.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, we haven't done vacation or honeymoon or anything like that, unfortunately.
Hell, we didn't even have a wedding, really. I mean, we did, but we didn't at the same time.
Yeah.
So apparently we're going to have our actual wedding in Derby.
Oh, are you?
I think so.
Yay.
See if we can convince a bunch of family members to come out.
Oh, they'll come out. Or else.
That'll be fun. Or else you'll just have a wedding here with all of
Yes.
us.
Yeah. That's fine.
See?
You got any questions up your sleeve where I can redeem myself over there?
No.
Probably not.
I think you dropped the ball pretty good.
You've been horrible at this game this evening.
It's not a game, it's a podcast.
Well, either way, you're not looking good.
Yeah, you're not. You struck out pretty good.
Did you expect anything different?
Do you have any things you like to add?
No.
So you don't even want to redeem yourself.
Well, I don't.
anything.
I'm not very good at pitching softballs.
No. I'm pretty sure my foot's already in my mouth, so I'm trying not to cram it any farther down.
On a scale of 10 to 10, how much do you love your wife?
-3. No, I'm kidding.
See what I mean?
You can hit him if you want.
This is what I put up with, people.
I think that's where you got the nickname of Mrs. Perfect.
No, we've been partners in crime. I wouldn't have any other partner.
Oh, look at you. Trying to say something nice over there.
I may have an ulterior motive.
He doesn't want to sleep on the couch tonight.
Yeah. Yeah.
But no, it's been a crazy ride. It's been a good ride. A lot of ups, lots of downs. 2 kids, a couple dead dogs.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean,
It's accurate, I guess, right?
Yeah. We have a dog now and a turtle
We have a monster.
and 2 children,
Oh yeah, and then
3 children. 3 children.
you have 2, or you have 3. I only have 2.
Yes. Yeah.
So
At least you guys can agree on something.
yeah,
I know, right? Go
So-
us.
So this one would then go out to the girls. Do you think that Mike and myself are the same person off camera as we are on?
no, that's easy for her.
Yeah.
Why are you staring at me? You gotta talk.
Yeah.
Why do you say it's easy for me?
Because I am who I am. That's not a
No,
secret.
yeah, you do pretty much get what you get with Mike. I mean,
There's no faking this over here. It is. I don't care who's in the room. I'm not talking for you over here, but I don't care who's in the room, who's around, camera, no camera. It's me. Period.
yeah.
End of sentence.
Yep. Hey, and I just want to point this out. You know, like when we try to go and do our lives up there and you're constantly talking and you don't let anybody get a word in edgewise. I listened to your podcast with Wade. You just kept interrupting him like crazy. Let the poor man tell his own story. I just gotta get that out there.
Wade's like an out of control train
I know,
barreling down a
but
mountain, and you got to keep him going, but you got to keep him on the tracks too. You know.
I'm aware, but
Because one minute you're fishing, the next minute you're getting chased by a grizzly bear, and you don't know what happened.
anywho, just thought I'd throw that out there.
Do you think I'm the same person on and off camera? Well, you don't watch my videos. Miss Jenna, do you think I'm the same person?
I think you are.
I was gonna say, I'm unfortunately guilty of
Yes.
that. I am not a very good YouTube wife.
I don't watch his videos anymore either. I get the, I'll look at the little, what's it called, thumbnail thingy. Feel like I get the gist of it from there.
That must mean I got a good thumbnail.
Oh, I've heard the other end
I
of
was
this
like,
story.
technically, my dogs watch more YouTube than I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I guess the part 2 to that question then is, do you think we live up to our brand in a sense? Do you think he lives up to the term perfect and I work up to the term works a lot? That was a loaded
Yes, for
question.
you. Yes, for the works a lot.
Thanks.
I feel like that's a loaded question.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I'd
for
go
me to
with,
answer.
It absolutely was.
On my husband's behalf.
I'd go with no on that.
You're far from freaking perfect.
I agree.
That is definitely true.
We should
I should say that you do 100% give it your all for your work. So I guess technically dirt perfect that you are trying to do
Are
that.
you trying to say I should be dirt best try?
You're something.
Dirt tried your darndest.
Yeah.
Uh,
So you're not perfect, no, but you
well,
try
my
to
take on
get
that
your jobs
is
stuff.
there's nobody in the world or nothing that is perfect. And dirt perfect, I guess it was Technically, my second name of choice. We covered this in the other podcast with Josh, didn't we?
Yeah.
Where I wanted it to be Dirtball TV.
Mm-hmm.
And
And I thought it was
she thought it was the
stupid.
stupidest idea ever.
Thank you for saving that.
You didn't like it either?
No.
Okay, good.
And then the second choice was Dirt Perfect. And then
No, you wanted to do some sort of like, because the original plan of the YouTube was not what it is now.
yeah, things changed. It was supposed to be more family oriented. And
You were going to be like Dozer Dad or something like
well, that was what we ultimately settled on was Dozer Dad, but I done changed my name too many times, mostly because I spelled perfect wrong once.
that. I'm not really sure how we found Dirt Perfect.
So it's worked. It's worked out. I never wanted it to be. I think people who watch my videos know I'm pretty humble. I never ever claimed to be perfect or the best guy on YouTube at anything. It's more of a joke than it is a statement, I guess. True.
Well, I don't think we originally thought of it as a joke.
No,
we
but it
originally thought
wasn't-
of it as like Dirt Perfect, like in our
We
world,
thought of it as
this
a-
is our perfect.
I think it's
deal.
catchy.
Yeah.
We thought of it more of as a brand. Is
Right.
What
Yeah.
what was more of anything is what was behind it. But
Which, I mean, with YouTube, that's what you're doing. You're making a brand,
Yeah.
whether you realize it or not.
the real conversation to be had here, Mr. Works a Lot, is today I came in the house and told her I was going to start a YouTube channel.
We're getting there.
Oh, we're getting there. I'm
getting
jumping. Okay.
Yeah.
So, trying to be in control of this thing.
Jumping,
You won't
you're
let me.
not
Yeah,
in control. The man behind. You
He's
can't
not-
be the man
you
behind
can't
the
be
scenes.
behind
I'm the
Manly.
man behind the computer.
He's
The man with all of the garb
No,
on
he's
over
the man
there.
under the headphones.
There we go.
Okay,
But yeah.
behind the microphone.
So, what are your ladies' opinions on YouTube being a part of a content creation, whatever you would call this conglomerate?
Yeah, what are your thoughts on YouTube, dear?
I'm really glad that it has gotten us a lot of good friends, but other than that, as I said, I'm not a very good YouTube wife because I don't watch any videos and I don't particularly like being in a whole lot of them either. So it really hasn't affected my life too much, other than I just try to support him in whatever crazy scheme or video he's trying to do.
Oh boy, how much time we got? 'Cause she's gonna go on for a while, folks.
We got plenty.
Okay, so yes, that's me.
Yeah. Well, my answer's a little bit longer than that.
We're ready.
Okay.
Okay, next question, Jason.
No.
Miss Perfect, you have the floor.
YouTube has done a lot of wonderful things for us. We have met some awesome people across the table.
You are awesome.
And we've got to go a lot of places, do a lot of things. You've had awesome opportunities. YouTube's been good.
I'm
but
waiting
it has
for a
also
but.
been
Yeah.
time consuming. I know this one over here.
I
Wait,
argue this point, but
Stop
go
for
ahead.
a second. Because you don't see just stop.
I'll mute him. Hold on. Go ahead.
He says all the time he doesn't want YouTube to be a job.
Mm-hmm.
And he says it's not. But coming from my standpoint, it very much is a job for him. Like, yes, it's fun. And it is not outside of because he can do all of his videos at his real job. But the editing and all that jazz happens upstairs, out here, when his family's inside. Granted, now that we've been into the YouTube world for however long you've been into it, 2 years or something,
Mm-hmm.
he's gotten better about editing and whatnot. But in the beginning, probably every bit of the first year and a half, so we're not that far out of it, you were constantly out here editing videos, or we were inside and the phone is in our face, or the iPad is in our face, or something with YouTube is happening.
I do not remember it the same way.
Why do you not remember it?
Keep going, Miss Jen.
Like I don't want to say anything. I mean, it's been great, and it is great, and it hopefully will continue to be great. And I know he has fun with it and all that jazz, but he doesn't tell you how much time he spends out here, or how much time he spends upstairs at his computer, doing all the things he has to do for it.
Mhm.
So to me, it is like another job for him. Now you can say something and I will be ready to respond.
Yeah,
I've got a side before you get going because I know you're all fired up and I'm going to try and diffuse
Yeah,
you a little
because
bit.
he's
my
gonna.
fuse is lit, so you better go fast.
I'm going to throw some water on it. I have to agree with her a little bit.
Yes.
But you calm your fuse over there too. I think it just doesn't feel like a job to you because you enjoy it.
Yes.
It definitely.
He doesn't see what is missing out.
Okay, for this,
I'm not done yet, mister.
He's not done.
I have the microphone and the screen and all the knobs. And I'm losing my train of thought. And on the flip side to that, though, I don't think that Miss Jenna sees how bad it could be.
No, I know.
Yeah, because he has figured out many ways to make it very efficient and streamlined where,
Oh, I agree.
there's still some of us, me, out here that it takes 4 hours to edit a video at best.
I do have to say that he has figured that out, like,
clockwork.
yes.
Yeah, he's got it. He has it down to a science.
Yes, he does. And it doesn't take near the time that it used to.
Right.
The first year, though, it took a lot of time.
Mm-hmm.
We are getting a lot better in that
Right.
aspect.
So
of
we're
it.
moving in a good direction.
Oh yeah,
Then.
yeah. The first year was really hard because it was all the time trying to figure out this and trying
But
to figure out
there's
that.
also other factors that went into it. Like we had the podcast with Josh. The first year was a transition year of closing down Simon Harris, starting
Yeah.
up Simon Sini, starting a YouTube channel. There's a lot of other things
When
going
Mike goes to do something, it's usually a whole lot of other things happening when it
it's-
happens.
And if it's worth doing, it's worth doing right.
Right.
But the point I want to bring up is that's one reason why I schedule my videos out a month and a half, 2 months in advance, because she talks about all these things. Literally this week, I have not touched my iPad and I have not touched my computer. I have not worked on one single YouTube thing other than what I filmed on the job this week. And I may go a week and a half, 2 weeks and do that. I may get a rain day and binge on it. But I have answered YouTube comments on my phone.
Okay.
But I haven't
see?
edited a video. I haven't done anything on my computer. I haven't done anything.
Answering YouTube comments is the same damn thing.
Still
You are
part of the-
still
part of the
doing
job.
YouTube. Every time you have your phone, we are driving down the road or we are doing something, your phone is on and you are on YouTube and you are answering comments. Granted, I know your people appreciate you answering their comments.
Alex, can I
but
get a subject change again, please?
my other statement to that is,
He passed away, right?
Stand in, Alex.
oh my gosh.
I can't fill those shoes.
My other point to that is you have a full-time
Future
business
question 3.
that you are running on top of being a YouTube person. Stop talking.
Lifeline, please.
Stop. On top of being a YouTube, whatever you are also the president of the shut up. The president of the Derby Association, and you're on the Perry County Solid Waste Board, and we do bowling every week. So we are. When you add those 5 things together, guess what? That is 5 nights out of a fucking. Well, out of
Somebody's a little fired up.
out of a week. So sorry, I was really trying hard not to say that word on here.
Miss Jenna is my favorite YouTube wife.
Sorry. So
That's okay. I understand, honey.
yes.
You're obviously up at the top.
But you just said it was your favorite.
So what?
Or are you getting in trouble there?
So what I will paraphrase for Jenna to sum this up is,
Oh, are you going to speak for
yeah,
me?
she is very lucky to have me.
So there's that.
I don't like this. How did I dig myself into a hole? That is not how this was written to go.
It's we've talked about this in another podcast. It's time management.
Yeah.
I got a lot going on. I know I got a lot going on.
You have another spot on the couch for me.
You got to be efficient with your time, and the more I do it, the more efficient I get with my time. And I don't clock my time in on YouTube or Perry County Solid Waste or the Derby Community Association or this job or that job. With the percentage of my time that I spend on YouTube versus everything else I got going on, YouTube's pretty low on the list, to be honest with you. I know for a fact it is.
Remember that thing you were saying earlier about a train going down the tracks?
We will be here all night if we're going to keep talking about this same subject, because I am going to say all the things that I know to be true, and he's going to turn around and say all the things he knows to be true, and we're going to continue that little dance the whole entire time.
So, Miss
because
Jenny,
he knows he's right.
So, Miss Jenna, you have a channel of your own.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
You do?
Thoughts and opinions on that, maybe? The Miss Dirt Perfect channel?
So I'm talking. I'm good.
No, go ahead.
So whenever I started my channel, I was wanting to have the family a lot more involved in what it is. And
it quickly went a different direction.
Well, it did unintentionally. At first, it was hard to get them involved because they weren't here, they weren't on the job, and it wasn't quite jiving. And then the whole COPA thing with YouTube come out. Nobody really knew how that was going to happen, and so I kind of encouraged her to start her own channel to get some of the family stuff in there, because one thing cool about YouTube is all the stuff we record and post, our kids can go back and watch later, hopefully. You know what I mean? It's a photo album of your life that I know it's out there for the world to see as well, but I've only been doing it 2 years, but I still go back and reminisce about some of my old videos.
Oh,
It's your turn.
Sometimes when I'm having a really stressful week, I go back to a video of yours, which is when some unnamed person sent you a drone and you yelled crikey balls. And that always puts a smile on my face.
Glad I could help unnamed person.
oh my gosh. Yeah, I remember that.
Holy crikey balls.
So, anyways, your channel, dear.
Yeah. Yeah, that's mainly why he encouraged me to do it. I wasn't real excited. I mean, it's not my thing to be in front of the camera like this guy over here.
I get, negative comments.
I don't do well with
every
negative
5 or
comments.
10 minutes. She got her first negative comment. I'm pretty sure World War III was getting ready to start.
So my channel is
I didn't know you got a negative comment.
yeah, to show
Oh wait, maybe I
obviously
do know it.
Mike and the family and
Right.
whatnot. My first negative comment that really ticked me off was the basketball game that we played in here.
Do know this one.
And we were right over here in the shop, and Gunner came over to give me a high five, but it was a low one, and he slapped my hand and I said, ow. And somebody told me that he hit me and that I was going to raise this child that was going to grow up and beat the living crap out of people. And I was like, excuse me? And then he kept trying to talk to me about it. Like, I would say something really not nice back, and he would say it back, and I was just like, I am over this.
She's trying to tell me this, and I am laughing hilariously.
I don't like it. First of all, don't tell me how to parent my children, because you are not the parent.
We
We
got a
will
little
do it.
southern twang in that there.
Just don't. That's just, you don't tell me how to do it. Bottom line.
Negative comments do not bother me one bit.
No, you just let them go.
You have a weird
I
problem
have-
where you enjoy them.
I do. I love them. I love
And
them.
I can't stand it. Like, it's like, I don't care. Like, I don't know. When it involves you attacking me as a parent or my children, then you're going to see a not very nice Miss Jenna
Yes,
come
I
out.
live with.
I just mind your own business.
So, anyways, we had about our third.
I mean,
About our third video.
if you don't
into
like it, don't watch it.
Third video into Miss Dirt Perfect. We had a little setback,
Yeah, we did.
but we're back rolling again. We're cranking
Was
it
it
back.
that long ago?
Yeah,
It was one of my, I don't know.
it was third or fourth video.
Yeah, it was in the beginning.
I feel like it wasn't all that long ago. Okay.
Yeah,
I don't know. It might not have been.
but people are
But I
crazy.
didn't really get started posting a bunch until Corona. Really.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly,
Yeah.
February, March was when I first started really posting. I do a lot. I'm busy in other ways than what Mike is, and so getting a video out like he does, I give him heck all the time, because I say that if he's not in the video, nobody's gonna watch it.
Well, I mean,
And honestly, it's true.
you can very easily capitalize on YouTube by adding Dirt Perfect into it some way.
Yeah.
It's a proven fact.
Yeah. If I show
Works
his
for me.
I've done the
face,
research. Yeah.
one little, just put his face at the very end of it. It'll get views.
I
If
just put his
he's-
name in the title.
If
honestly.
he's not in it at all, nobody watches it.
I watch it. Do you
I
at
mean,
least watch Miss Dirt
yes,
Perfect?
but you know what I mean.
No.
No.
Oh.
Yeah, so
Sorry, again, bad. I'm bad.
no, it's okay. And
I'm pretty sure the dogs even watch Mr. Perfect. They watch for you.
there you go.
Mm-hmm.
That's the sound like usually that's not in your like little top thing. So whenever we leave the house and I put it on,
Oh,
she's not in
yeah,
the top.
my recent
your
subscribers.
Recent subscriber, yeah, whatever. Sorry.
No, you're fine. I just have a hard time finding.
but about 3 videos into whatever you
But
put
they have
on
watched more of
TV,
you than
Dirt
me.
Perfect comes on.
Yeah.
The next autoplay.
Really?
Oh yeah. Our dogs are actually probably your largest view counts.
I like your dogs.
Nice.
But you have had some fun with Miss Dirt Perfect.
Oh, I have. Yeah.
It's not been all gloom and doom.
And is your channel monetized?
Yes.
So you're getting revenue from it then?
It says I am.
She's getting cracker money.
Hey, some
The
of
little
us
box says
some of
there's
us
money
only
there.
get cracker money. I'll have you know.
I have not actually received any money.
Yeah,
yet.
we got to
but
figure that out. Her AdSense is.
I don't know. I did all the things, and it says there's been money there but there's not. I don't know.
But yes,
I've kind of been. I haven't posted a video in several weeks. I kind of got mad at Dirt Perfect and vetoed that and my logo.
Yeah, see, we're back to the logo, full circle on the
So
logo.
here we are.
I didn't bring us back to the logo.
Because I'll just enlighten everyone about it.
Jason.
When I said
I
earlier,
didn't start this.
when marriage is about Dirt Perfect, life is about Dirt Perfect. And he don't give a
Poop.
about, I was going to say the other word that I said earlier that I didn't mean to say.
French toast.
Yes.
Fire truck.
So yeah, that's pretty much it. When you don't give a crap about it, then
It's not
he
that I
wants
don't-
to talk about his YouTube every night. Every night we have to talk about YouTube.
But
And-
the small channels matter too.
yeah, and
Right?
I just want him to like give a rat's ass about mine.
Like the sub 10,000 category, the sub 7,000 category, they have a voice too, you know.
Yeah.
I want you to know that,
I
mister.
was there like 6 months ago.
Yeah.
And my logo that I've been asking him to help me
Oh
figure
my
out for the last
Jason,
I
why
don't know
did
how
you
long.
bring this
We
logo up?
finally get, I don't know.
6 renderings,
Okay, we get some. And he texts them
which
to
she
me.
asked me to do, and I did.
I asked him to do months ago, and he finally just did. He texts them to me, and I responded with, "What do you think?"
And I responded
And
with, it's your
he
channel. What do you think?
responded with, "Not my channel." So here we are.
Well, you should have sent them to another advisor like the wonderful wifey.
I know, but it ticked me off, and so here we are. I haven't even opened the text back up to relook at them because it ticked me off. If he don't care, I don't care.
See, people are starting to understand what I have to deal with now. Thank you for the story.
I think most people are screaming at the screen right now. Why didn't you just pick one?
Yes. Why didn't you just give me your opinion? That's
Because
all I
it wasn't
wanted.
my channel.
It's not my channel either, but what do I do for you and your freaking
Yes.
inventory and all your other shit?
So
Oh my
if
gosh.
now listen, here's the flip side of this. If I would have picked
You should
this
have put
one,
alcohol in this before.
if I was to pick one, I want logo C. That's the one I like. She probably would have went with it because I chose for her because she can't choose. And then 6 months later, when it's on a T-shirt, she's like, I don't like that one. And then it would have been my fault. So this way, I'll never have her be mad at me for not being my fault.
Not true. I wanted your opinion on what you liked.
I would give you my opinion, but I need to know what your thoughts are first. It's that simple.
Then you should have said that instead of saying, not my channel. I don't
I think that's what I said. I did just the words I chose.
Anywho, that's the update on that.
As Paul Harvey would say, that's the rest of the story.
Doesn't
I
he
think we
say,
should probably get divorced right before that phase and then remarried.
doesn't Paul Harvey say, Paul Harvey, good day? Or something.
That's after you know the rest of the story, dear.
I don't know. I don't listen to Paul Harvey, but.
Well, Paul Harvey's dead now. Why are we on this subject? Next, please. New subject, Alex.
What's the next question in your list of questions?
The next question falls under why Ashton doesn't have a channel, even though people keep asking her to start one.
Good question, Ashton.
Well, I guess I just kind of feel like it's not really my thing. And I don't know. I'm still in the whenever I'm on camera or anything, it feels very, very odd.
Speak Russian. It helps.
No. You can talk to my mom about me trying to have a accent. It did not go very well.
When did you try to have an accent?
No, this is an accidental accent, but I got made fun of a lot by my family. So
well.
Yeah, that scarred me for life.
Fair enough.
So never do that again.
But I get that. It's not for everybody.
No, it's not.
Like, it's definitely not me. I mean, I'm not saying that I'll never do it, but...
And I don't push you to do it.
No.
I'd like to set the record straight.
Yeah.
If you don't want to do it, you don't have to.
Well, it's the same with Mrs. Dirt Perfect. I mean, she does it as she wants. Why are you staring at me right now? I didn't hold you down and say, you gotta start a channel. I'm like, did you ever think about starting a channel and you can post some of this stuff? Yeah, it's a great idea. Why did I think of that? I'm like, oh, genius over here.
No, mine was, shut up.
If we could figure out how to mute him after the first train of his thought. Yeah.
I can't quit.
I know.
I
got 2
like
kids.
1 to 5 minute videos.
I was gonna say, please finish that sentence.
I don't like making longer ones. And you push me to make really long ones.
Talk about videos, right?
Oh my gosh, shut up, yes.
Just asking for a friend.
I have the maturity of a 9-year-old. I'm sorry. I can admit it.
You guys are a mess.
No, I did not force you to make...
You didn't force me, no.
You did it on your own free will, and you liked it.
God damn it, we're talking about videos.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay, I think the train just jumped the track.
Yeah, we need a new question.
We need a new conductor.
Next question, please.
Well, I really just have stories, opinions, jokes, and banter left.
That's
Did
what
we have
started.
a bunch of banter this whole
At some point, we got to cover the whenever I told you I was going to start a YouTube channel.
Yes, can we tell that story?
Okay.
Do you not want to tell that story?
No, we can. I don't care. Have at it. I'll jump in when necessary.
So there was a lot of we thought we covered this a few different times. A lot of transition stuff going on. I thought,
Okay, can we before I gotta jump in here. You keep talking about this transition stuff.
Hold on, before even that, I think your live feeds would go way better if you had your own microphone.
Probably.
That would not be good for Dirt Perfect.
Probably.
I think we...
Have we discovered tonight that I need my own microphone?
Yeah, I'll talk to the tech department of Dirt Perfect. I know a guy.
Okay.
Did you just snort?
Yes.
Microphone didn't pick it up, don't worry.
Yeah, it's fine. He keeps talking about transitions. I don't know what you covered when you talked to Josh, but I knew nothing. And when I say nothing about the business ending or transitioning out of them being together.
I remember that, actually. You were very angry.
Nothing about it.
I do not recall this.
I do. It was very close to us sitting right in there in that living room and you saying, by the way, Josh and I decided to, I don't even know what your words were, separate.
Dissolve the business.
Yes,
something along
there
those
you go.
lines.
There you
No,
go.
I mean, this does sound like something I would do, so
And
I don't know if I can
then
argue this back.
I'm pretty positive in the same conversation, if not the next day, it was talking about YouTube.
It wasn't the same conversation. It was probably about 2-3 weeks later.
Okay, probably. But I knew nothing about the business. I knew nothing about him having the idea of doing YouTube either until he was like, I'm going to start a YouTube channel.
So, yeah, I come in one evening and...
So to say I was a little bit shocked about all of the things is an accurate statement.
So I came in one evening, I told her, I think I'm going to start a YouTube channel. And she straight up horse laughed me. I mean, talking straight up horse laughed me. I'm like, well, we're off to a good start.
Can we get a sample of a horse laugh?
I don't really know what that means exactly. But I did.
She was not supportive at all.
I wasn't, because I said, well, what the hell is it going to be about? Like, what? What?
Well, we still don't know the answer to that question.
So
what
was she really
exactly
wrong?
are you going to do? And then he got mad because of my reaction, and I'm like, you don't like a camera in front of your face, but you expect to record yourself and have a YouTube channel. Please explain that to me. So yes, that was my reaction. I didn't think it was going to go well at all. But
And
thought,
then-
well, whatever.
You know,
I should've-
he's just waiting for you to say that he was right.
I should have, yeah, I know. I
Mm-hmm.
should have known because he can talk to a brick wall and be fine. But, you know. So, yeah,
So, fast forward 2.5, 3 months, and I get 1,000 subscribers, and we're getting ready to get monetized, and she's just now realizing, oh shit, you may actually be good at
he
this.
might be good at this.
Now, can we backpedal a touch right there? Do you think it's an accurate statement to say he could talk to a brick wall or he could debate a brick wall?
Both.
Okay.
He could do both of those things.
My dad used to always have a saying. He said, I was always wrong once in my life and found out later that was a mistake. That's my motto.
Yeah.
Thought I was wrong one time. Turns out I was right.
So, yeah, anyways,
I think my biggest thing about the whole YouTube was the whole, camera in your face. But I had no idea what your vision was for it. And every time you tried to tell me what it was,
you have no vision, so you
I
didn't
did
see my
not
vision.
see the vision. I did not see where he was going to.
I don't know how many times, well, that's not going to work. Well, that's just stupid.
No, I never said that.
I think you did.
No.
See, you wore the reindeer hat.
Mm-hmm.
That's what helped. For me, it was the Russian accent.
Yeah, I had the reindeer hats in a lot of my early videos. Well, every winter it comes out. It's getting ready. I actually got on the dash of my truck now.
Your mom's got new ones at the store, didn't you?
Yeah, but I don't like the tails.
They're super long.
I don't want to get shot.
Tails?
I don't think they have tails.
Like
they
really
got
long. It's like
Yeah.
little mitten. Like it's supposed to be for like
they're the
mittens.
kids'
Well,
ones.
but what you don't know about the reindeer is like years before that, there was a tiger.
Oh, yes, the tiger was the original one.
The tiger I just saw, speaking of that, our Polar Express pictures came up on my memories out on Facebook.
Yeah.
You wore the freaking tiger hat.
Oh, yeah, the tiger, man.
And that was when Macy, I think the first time she went to the Polar Express was when she was 3, and I'm pretty sure that's when the tiger hat was around.
Yeah, the tiger hat's the one that started it all. That's the one we were talking about with Kraskoff and Brett and everything the other day. That
Yeah.
was...
That one was around for several years.
Yeah, but anyways, I mean, as YouTube started catching on, you started getting more supportive of it. And I always joke around. She thought it was the stupidest idea ever until she cast first check, and all of a sudden it was a good idea. She's not going to deny the fact either. So it's been good for us. We've met. Wade always said we started YouTube. The best thing that'll come out of it's people you meet, and that's been true.
Mm-hmm.
I've been very, very, very fortunate and had some amazing opportunities. Not going to deny the fact it's been pretty good for us financially as well. It's
Yeah.
I do my best to keep it a hobby. I really do.
And I do think you do a good job at that, at least from my vantage point.
Yeah. He's
I
getting
will say.
better at it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to lie. When this happened,
The podcast.
the
podcast.
I was like, are you seriously going to do something else that's going to take you away from... I didn't really know how this was going to work either. Because like I said, I didn't know it was happening until you were making one here. When I got home from vacation.
There is a reason for
I
the
said,
pattern.
hey, guess what?
I didn't know about it.
There's a reason for the pattern.
I don't know about a lot of things until they happen.
Because they wouldn't happen if you knew about them before.
Yeah. Starts way back in the day. Very first one being the 120.
I thought you were going to say the kids, but okay.
Oh, can we tell the 120 story? I've never heard it from your perspective.
Yeah.
They've heard it from my perspective a few times.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't even know.
The 120 story is actually not as good as the go-kart story.
They go hand in hand, kind of. Yeah.
The
They all
go-kart
kinda-
story is even better.
I've never heard that one at all.
The go-kart
Have you heard the
stories.
go-kart story? No.
Okay, so the 120. What did you have your? Were you just doing your business on the side then?
No, I was full-time.
Were you?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
It was very early.
it was early. I don't know if I told you, he started his business the same year we got married.
We covered that in the first podcast.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very close to each other too, from what I remember.
Yes. We got married in April. In August, he was.
Well, I started my business in
Before that. but you
April as
were
well, but
full-time.
then I officially went like full
Yeah.
time. I kind of worked off and on a little bit through the summer for the other contractor, but it was nevertheless.
Yeah. Anywho, he needed a Traco, but he also needed like a
Side by side buggy.
Side by side thing.
It was a Yamaha Rhino back then.
Yes.
So I was trying to debate which one to get, the Rhino or the
Yes, we were trying to
Mm-hmm.
decide which one we needed. And, we decided that we needed the Rhino first, and then we would buy that first. And
Which
then
was a very immature decision because there was that was not a revenue generating asset at all.
Yeah, I don't really know why we decided that. Well, probably because it was cheaper than the Traco. I mean, there was a lot. I mean, we
could
were
afford one, not the other.
Yeah. Anywho, that's a whole nother.
We're just as poor then as we are now.
Yeah. Anywho, so we decided we were going to buy that. We go and buy it, and then
I found a deal.
Huh?
I found a deal.
Not even a week later, a semi pulls up at the barn with a Traco on the back of it. And he's like, you got to come down to the barn. And I can't remember how you worded it, but he wanted me to come to the barn because something was there, clearly.
And it wasn't a side-by-side.
It wasn't a side-by-side. And I was furious because at that time, I mean, that was a long time ago. Very beginning of your business, pretty much. Didn't really have a whole lot of money to be spending on a Yamaha Rhino, which was almost a brand new one.
Was a brand new one bought from the dealership.
Okay, brand new one. And a new freaking Traco. Not a brand new Traco to, new to us, but not a brand new one. We didn't have that kind of money. And I was furious because the first one wasn't paid off for about the second one. And it just showed up.
I knew if I told her it wouldn't have showed
We
up.
just make decisions and then tell me when I see it happening. Same concept with the go-karts. Same thing happened.
So I'd like to hear the go-kart story. I've not heard that one yet.
Oh my gosh. Were you even into go-karts at this point in time? Like, did you have one at all?
Yeah, no, we were racing.
Meanwhile, we're sitting here and there's two on the wall, one on a stand and one on the ground.
Okay, so you had the small go-kart track when this happened. We had a go-kart, two maybe, I don't know. Then he goes to Jasper? Corden, somewhere. He comes home, he parks his vehicle.
I parked back down at the barn again, so she
at
couldn't
the
see it.
barn. And
I'm seeing a pattern here.
Yeah.
yes. But what'd you have up here?
I had two of the go-karts up here.
You had the little black
Number
3 car.
One of
from
them was
AC.
one that Macy could possibly drive. I was trying to butter her up with that one.
Yeah. He brought that one up to the shop and he was like, look what I bought from AC. Look how cool this is. I'm like, oh yeah, that's cool. Maybe she'll be whatever. And then he had to go get something. So we all load up. Gunnar was like,
He was a baby.
yeah, he was maybe 15, 18 months at the time. And we drive to the barn to get whatever it is for the go-kart that we thought we needed.
20-foot gooseneck long. 20
This
foot long
trailer that he brought, well, it was his trailer, was full of go-karts.
like heaping, mounded up.
Like heaping. Like, I'm not saying... Yes, from the front of the trailer to the back of the trailer, stacked on top, a bazillion tires, I don't know how many go-karts, parts.
Guy was moving, had to sell
Everything.
all the stuff. It was probably $6,000-7,000 worth of stuff, and he's like, "I gotta move, I gotta go." I said, "I'll load it all up for $1,000." He said, "Okay."
I was gonna say you bought it for like $700, I think.
And I was like, "I can sell this stuff and make money." She's like, "Bet your ass you're going to start posting."
I know. I was like, why the hell do we need all of these go-karts and all of this stuff? You already have 2. Like, we don't need any of
If
it.
2 is good, 20 is better.
Yeah. So literally, this half of the shop was full of go-kart stuff. Once he broke the news to me that the trailer was full of it.
But I sold all of it, and I made like $7,000 off
He
of
did.
it.
He sold a bunch of it, but
And the
it
120 was the best financial decision I've ever made since I've been in business.
okay. It was, but
So
we have a track record of not knowing what.
I told now, in my defense, the truck in the background is probably one of the few things I told her about before I hit buy it now.
Yes, I did know this was being purchased.
It took me 13 years, but
We
So he's learning. Kind of.
There was another piece of equipment in here that I literally walked in the shop and said, "Whose is that?" And Michael's like, "Oh, I'm borrowing it from so-and-so." And then, "Who was in here with you?" And you both start laughing. And sure enough, it was something we purchased, and I had no idea.
I love
That's
that
why
you say we.
Yeah, that's why I ask all the time if the equipment, do we own it? Is that new? How long have we had it?
The best
Because I
one
don't
is
know
whenever I
about it.
bought the light tower for the go-kart track, and I told her I rented it from my buddy that used to run a rental store.
And it's stuck around.
And she's like, "Oh, that's cool." And then it was there for the next month, and she's like, "When's that thing have to go back?" I'm like, "Well, it might have been a one-time rent-to-own payment."
Yeah.
What piece of equipment was in the shop that she's talking about?
I'm trying to remember. There's so many of them.
Wasn't there? Didn't you have a great big silver dump bed trailer or something or other?
Well, that one dump truck I built, but that wasn't it. Oh, it was. It was that international dump truck. Yeah.
Oh, and you brought that. Do you remember
Oh,
that
boy.
flat-nosed?
Iveco truck.
What it's called?
Yeah.
What now?
Was it a semi or something?
It's an Iveco truck.
One of those trucks that don't
Cab
have
over.
Okay.
It's flat. I don't know what they were called.
Cab over
Cab over.
truck.
He had one of them too. He's had all kinds of stuff. In the
About the-
beginning, it was a lot of, we're buying a big old hunk of junk
It's all I can afford.
and we're going to make it into something.
I'm in that stage now. Just so you know, it gets better.
And
Does it?
Hey,
That thing is awesome.
I know, right?
the
I don't think it
most
gets better.
the
Actually.
last 3 pieces of equipment I bought, they went straight to the job site and not to the shop. That was a big step up for Dirtperfect.
I was gonna say.
I mean, that
Normally,
was game changing right there,
he
folks.
shows me after I see what we purchased. I'm like, "You spent money on that? Like, what are we doing with that?" Yeah.
And then the Volvo comes home and it looks nice and it was nothing but
The
problems.
biggest piece of crap I've ever owned. Sorry.
Okay, but I just want to take you back to that purchase. You know, we spent how long trying to decide what we wanted to do, and we had all these papers and all these specs and all these things. Your heart was with the Hyundai, but you bought the freaking Volvo.
Because the Volvo was
And
spectral.
I knew he bought the wrong one because I knew he wanted the other one, but he bought the Volvo instead. And I was right.
We
I was
want to
right.
make you feel better.
Tell me, I was right.
If the Hyundai was,
I was
if the
right.
Hyundai was spec'd the same way the Volvo was, I'd be happier with the Hyundai for sure.
I was
Miss Jenna has gotten much more comfortable with the microphone.
'Cause I don't feel like I'm being recorded at the moment, even though there's a camera sitting right over there.
Oh, you just ignore that.
I know, but that was the weird part, I think. The microphone and that being recorded.
So, yeah, anyways.
Double whammy. That's why you put me over here.
So what, this is one question we get a lot that I want to hit on real quick, and there's been a couple different variations of this, but having the shop attached to the house. I love it because the kids and the family can come out here while I'm working. And the first version of it wasn't the best. Second version of it's not that bad, right?
That was a loaded question.
It was kind of. The first version of this, OMG.
I'd be out here using the crane and then check the house up by the picture and the house would fall off the wall.
It was so bad. Like, as loud as it is out here, it was that loud in my house.
Mm-hmm.
The door to our house, that little corner over there,
Right.
that's boxed in, that was the door to our old house.
Right.
That walked right into our living room and kitchen. Like, there was no foyer.
You put the shop off the living room?
Yes.
It was a bachelor pad.
Oh, God.
Yes. And then he put the front door right across from that, so my living room had nowhere to put furniture hardly because everything was in a bad
It was
spot.
my living room. I'll let you use.
Remember
Anywho,
that
we're
couch
not
comment?
going there.
Yeah.
We're not going down that road. But yes, it was very, very bad in our first house. It was horrible. I hated every part of it because, I mean, shop floor, hello, straight into my house.
Mm-hmm.
It was horrible. Worst decision ever. Ever.
I don't know if it was that bad.
No, it was
Pretty
bad.
much hate our house.
So, okay, so now fast forward. We have a new house. We have a soundproof wall.
It's not soundproof.
You've been in the house while we were out here working. I'm not saying you can't hear something, but it's very, very.
First of all, I can't be in the house and out here working at the same time.
But there's been people out here working while you're
Second
out.
of all, it's soundproof to a lot of things, in my
Yes.
opinion. It's not soundproof to that air compressor.
No.
And it's not soundproof to the crane entirely. The
No.
crane is not that bad. I can only imagine what it used to be.
Oh, it
Although
was
when you
bad.
guys were doing those pins, we could.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
That was.
Yes. And it's not. You can, when you're doing shit out here, it's really Gunner's bedroom. is
Gunner's
ru-
bedroom, which is up here in this top corner, is the one spot we didn't soundproof the wall.
And it is bad. Oh my gosh.
So it could be that
his-
bad. That's a reminder of how bad it could be.
His bedroom is on the other side of the office, Mike's office, where he does lives, wall.
Mm-hmm.
Gunner can hear everything. The other night he went live with Wade. Gunner, it was a school night. Gunner was trying to go to bed.
I can only imagine.
And Gunner kept laying there. When are they going to be done? Can they stop talking?
I will admit, Gunner's room is not the.
Yeah, he needs to be that needs to be soundproof. You got to.
My point is, I'm not saying it's 100% soundproof, but if you're out, people can be out here in the shop. You can be out here running a sledgehammer, running the air compressor, doing whatever. It don't affect the people inside watching TV. I'm not saying you're not going to hear a muffled noise a little bit, but it is pretty close. They're separated very well. If you want to argue that fact, I can unsoundproof it, then we can go back to the way it used to be.
No, but I.
Oh, so you do like it the way it is.
No,
Lovely.
listen, that's not what I'm saying. But you are never in the house when someone is working out here.
Yeah, I'll leave man
to
behind
hear.
the scenes out here working while I go inside and take a break.
Yeah, that's true. But
How
I don't-
hard does man behind the scenes working here?
Well, it's pretty quiet out here, so that's a good question.
it's not real. I mean, it is 100% better than what it was. But I would not call it soundproof. Would not call it that.
Okay, so to finish this up, I like having a shop next to the house because I can go in and eat supper with them. Gunner and the kids can come out here and play. And they do come out here and spend time with me in the shop quite a bit.
They do. They love to be out here.
And if this shop was down in my office, which is only 2 miles away, that really wouldn't be an option.
The worst part about it is, other than the sound, but would be all the crap that's in the yard and driveway all the time.
I was
It's
gonna
not
say-
near as bad as what it used to be. But
Yeah.
we used to have this whole driveway or this parking area used to have crap sitting
Equipment projects.
equipment, like what it looks like behind the market.
Right.
It looked like that here, everywhere.
Now, is that before you had the market or
No.
No,
no?
It was before we did the big addition and actually had a nice house.
Okay.
I mean, for the first 6 or 7 years we lived here, I mowed my grass with a bulldozer. Twice a year, I just pushed from
Yeah.
one side of the yard to the other.
that is a very accurate statement. Very much so.
We just
See,
got
I'm
grass
not
2
that
years
bad.
ago.
Yeah, we used to have stuff sitting around all the time. You even still had stuff sitting.
But
up
I
here
would
when
say
we had the shop,
I would
too.
say
or the office.
the issue with the house and the shop being together is not the sound; it's the random smells like gear oil that get loose.
I
Yeah,
was just gonna say, you ever cook a rear and bring it home?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I mean, like we got exhaust fan ventilation in here, so like whenever we're welding and torching and doing stuff like that, or starting engines, that don't get into the house. The house is all protected from that. But whenever I spill gear oil on my pants and go inside, that's not a happy day.
that is a very bad day. But the most recent event was not just spilling it on your pants; it was a freaking explosion of some kind. I don't know what
If you
he
watch
did.
my YouTube channel, you'd know how it happened.
Did it already air?
It was on video. Yeah.
Okay, so you can say it. What happened?
You need to go back.
I
I'll
don't
send you a
wanna
link to the
watch.
video.
Whatever it did.
I don't know what happened either.
It was
is
a,
it the
It was the one final drive on the 120. I
Which
took
one?
the plug out without taking the vent out, and it shot out and just gushed me.
it
I think I actually remember seeing that.
yeah, it was probably playing in the background.
It consumed our whole house. Every inch of
And
it.
I'm
Gear
over
oil is
playing. She's
awful.
over there like, "What does that smell?"
And
I'm like, "I
I-
don't smell anything. What are you talking about?" I'm just
I
playing
was taking
stupid.
his work clothes outside. I was removing his work, but everything that was his inside.
It was
I
so bad the
moving it.
dog didn't even want to come in for 2 days.
Like it really made my stomach hurt the first night. It
Yeah.
was so strong, and it was in every part of our house.
Oh, gear oil is awful.
everywhere. It was so
But
bad.
I guess,
That was
there are a few cons to it, but there's way more pros to it for me than what there is cons. So that's my take on it. Wouldn't you agree with that?
Sure.
Thank you for agreeing with me for once. So.
It is what it is.
You
know.
wouldn't have it any other way, and you know it.
I would have it another way,
Oh yeah.
but not be attached to our home. It could be in the same location. It just not.
I'll make you a
would not
deal.
be
You hit the
attached.
lottery, we'll saw them in half.
Okay.
You just put ICF wall in there.
Yeah.
I know that's. Oh man, I kicked myself off. I didn't know of ICF whenever I built this originally, but that would have solved all the problems.
I told him he should have did that when we built the rest of the house.
That's the only wall of the house that's not ICF right now, and it's because there wasn't a feasible way to make it ICF. So it that would have fixed.
That in the bonus room, it's not ICF
Yeah,
because it's above the
it's
garage.
built into the roof system. So, but no, that's pretty much our life, our lovely marriage.
You guys are perfect.
It's been quite the ride. I'm sure it'll continue to be quite the ride.
So you're definitely not going to get divorced because of this?
We'll discuss it.
Your daughter's standing behind you.
We've had worse issues. Right?
I tell her all the time she don't know how lucky she is to have me.
Oh, what do you always say?
An idiot I may be, but look who married me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every time she calls me
Every
a name.
time I say anything, he turns that around on me. So, yeah.
Is that a wrap?
I think we need to end it there while I'm still married.
I agree.
So
Y'all got anything to say? I feel like we talked a lot.
We're just a sideshow here.
We're just looking at our future unfold.
all right, well, hope you guys enjoyed. But what's the?
What do you say on podcasts?
That's it. Well, we're still. It's still a little awkward at the end. We're trying to figure that out.
Yeah,
we
I
gotta.
generally write say thanks for tuning in.
Yeah.
Thanks for
And
tuning
then
for
we
listening
got.
along.
Don't we have an email? If they got
We
anything
do.
else?
If you have suggestions, comments, or concerns, you can voice them in the comments below. Or you can send us an
You
email.
think there's any good marriage counselors that listen?
What's the email?
It's a few points from perfect at yahoo.com.
Here you go.
And yeah, we would be happy to hear from some marriage counselors.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for listening. Thanks for tuning in. I'll let you sign her off.
Yeah, we'll see you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.
Later.